Okay, so this is my attempt with going with the Lockwood 334B45. This is the classic blue lock for an Australian picker. 6 pins, decent bitting on there, a couple are low, 0 cuts. Yeah, it's brass body, boron steel shackle, guttable, repinnable. It is the Lockwood 700 style cylinder plug in here, so it can be swapped out with any other Lockwood plug. Now I'm just going to use my cheap Banggood pick set. So with nothing on 1, we've got a little bit of resistance on 2, so we're going to go for that. Got the counter rotation, got a good click. Nothing on 3, got a bit of a click on 4. We got a false set. We think we just dropped out of 2. No, 2 still partially set. Okay, going back to 1. Oh, we've got a bit of resistance and a bit more deeper false set. 2, something on 3. No counter rotation. Got some counter rotation on 4 or 5, but not much. So let's try again. Nothing on 1. Got a good counter rotation on 3. We've got a click, but I think that was 2 coming out. Yep, back on 2. Okay, 4's really down. We've got a bit of counter on 4, 5. There we go. That was 5 counter. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we've dropped out of that false set, so I may have overset something, which is quite easy to do with these shallow spools. So we're just going to back off the tension a little bit. Now as a click, we're now back in the false set, so I had overset something. Okay, it's really good counter rotation on 3, and we've fallen back into the false set. So I've now set 3. 4 seems good. 5, maybe need to get back into 5, which is a past a fairly low cut in. Sorry, mate, need to get back to 6, which is past a pretty low cut in 5. Yeah, I think I might. Let's see. So nothing on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3. Got some counter on 4 and a click. I think I just got 4, not sure. 5, counter. Getting to 6 with this shallow hook is a bit of a pain. But I think I'm on it. No, just overset something. Probably 5, because 5 is quite low. Just ease off. Back into false set. I think 2 came down. Let's try. No. Okay. Back off again. Back into false set. Which one is left? Which one of you is left? Oh, we got a dropped in on 4. Counter on 3, but we're not in the false set anymore. So I'm just gonna lighten up on the tension, lighten up on the pick. Counter on 1. We didn't have that yet. And there we go. There's the open. Very nice. Okay, now we're going to gut this. Okay, so I have a bit of a problem with the shackle bolt screw sometimes, because it needs to be nice and tight, and you want this nice and tight so you don't get much slop in the lock. And I don't have a bigger screwdriver that fits down the shackle hole. Go. Now when this pops out, I just have to be careful of the lock retaining pin. That is in a perfect spot still though. Okay, so keeping the core in camera. So we've got the retainer, pop that over here. Okay, now I've got a couple of little screws to hold the back of the padlock on and the actuator for the spring. Also got my little key retaining pin right in here, this one here. Okay, now key's still turned. I don't have a proper follower, but I have this bit of this little woodworking tool that is close enough with a shim, so I'll get the shim in. And the shim was a recovered security tag piece of metal. Slip it past the first one. Yep, we got it past the first pin. Making sure now nice and level with those top pins. Keeping some tension on the top. Making sure the shim is sliding with the wood because we don't want the shim. Okay, the shim's come off. The shim has come off, so we're going to come back out. Okay, we advance it again. The shim is caught up on something. There we go. There we go. Nicely done. Shim's out the other side. Keeping the shim in place, getting that nice little bit of follow through. Okay, I dropped a pin into my hand, but that's okay. All right. So now it's not 6 pin. I was mistaken when I was picking, but it's 6 holes, so we can pin it for a 6, but factory comes with 5. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5. Number 1 didn't come out, it was number 2. That's okay, quickly rearrange these in my makeshift pinning tray. One's not coming out. There he is. Okay. Pinning key. Yep, looks like we got them all in the right order. Okay, now let's get the ones out of the plug. Oh, sorry, out of the Bible. Okay. So going back to front with that shim stock. Here he is. Okay. So nice Lockwood spool. And another spool. Whoops, that one went flying. That's another spool. Another spool. Another spool. So that's 5 Lockwood's thin lip spools. Still follow out, and let's just get the springs out for completeness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just rearrange these so these aren't balanced stacks or anything. All the spools are exactly the same. Okay, and we just take a look. Nice zoom in here on the spools. So there we go, that's my Lockwood 334B45 single pin pick gut, and checking out all the pins. Thanks a lot for watching.